yeah.
You have
me
aioli.
hungry.
Somebody show me what aioli is.
Wait, are you guys starting? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're starting right now.
Who's going?
It's not a race, first of all.
It's
We're
a
not
race.
It's a race.
We're making a race. Here we go. 3, 2, 1,
It's
go.
a race too.
It's a race.
All right, so as we're starting this race here, first and foremost, welcome to WonderCon. I'm glad to have you right now. And more importantly, welcome to season again too. I mean, the ability to come back again is so rad in this world, right?
Yeah.
You kind of keep going along too. So if I'm correct, we have a little bit of a time jump, right? For last one,
6 months.
6 months later.
Yeah.
So who wants to start off with where do we find? Let's go around the horn here. Where do we find your characters? We come out of 6 months later.
I'm busy shading. Someone go.
Okay,
Someone
well,
go.
basically, what happens with Joe is that at the end of season 1, he and Frank really find out what they're good at. You know, they're good at being detectives. But the thing with Frank is that he now has a normal teenage life. You know, he's in a relationship. He's happy. And Joe.
Don't have to sound so bitter about it.
He doesn't feel heard. That's all.
Joe doesn't feel hurt. Joe just wants to solve more mysteries, so he's jumping on
he's not
anything he can get. You know, vans driving around town, missing dog flyers, and so then when this kid goes missing in the woods, he really jumps on it and tells the whole gang as fast as he can, and then that's kind of where the mystery starts. And obviously, it goes terribly wrong. So that's where season 2 starts off.
Well, for him, how about your character?
Cool. Biff tags along to Joe's mystery as per usual and as expected, but then she also goes on her own adventure too to solve her own mystery. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Alex kind of said it. I'm
Yeah.
in a happy relationship with Miss Kelly Shaw. Who's busy? She's busy right now.
Your face, so working hard.
So yeah, Frank's really happy, man. We're 6 months after, everything's sort of settled in the dust.
Interesting skin tones.
At the start, yeah, there we go. And then there's also the supernatural element. Something starts happening to Frank that is way out of his control, and that'll play through the season in a really interesting way. What's Chet up to, man?
You know, Chet, he's just focusing on himself this season. Because last season, broke up with Callie and she's with Franklin over here. Sorry, messed you up.
I don't write the
But,
show.
but you have input.
Hey! Let's talk about your storyline.
But that's fine. We have a glow up. It's good. It's good.
And who do we meet?
We meet Belinda. She kind of stretches Chet out of his limits, which is the best for him. And this season she's a part of the process of encouraging Chet to take care of himself this season, which is a cool arc to see. I'm sorry, I'm just really focused on coloring right now.
Skin tones, yeah. No, that's cool. I got it.
Okay,
What was the
I got
question?
Oh, what happened? I
6 months
kind
later,
of tag
what do we
along.
find? Yeah.
I tag along with anyone that needs me. Phil tags along with Joe. Phil tags along with Biff. Frank doesn't really want him there.
You saved the day so many times this season.
But again, Frank doesn't want him. Frank denies being friends with him.
Again, I don't write the show.
Well, you have him, but so Frank, yeah, that's where Phil is.
I'm a monster.
I want him gone. He's done. No.
Did you watch that interview?
You're gonna be on your best behavior.
Yeah, Callie, she's
What was this even supposed to be?
she's busy. She's honestly she's dealing with a lot of stuff. Come end of season 1, she found out all the drama around Rosegrave and Gloria Estabrook. So she's kind of some time has passed, but I don't think she's necessarily got closure on a lot of stuff. So for her, she again has her own agenda going on. She's active in that. She wants to find out the truth, and so this season is nice because we get to see more of this vulnerable side to Callie. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this season, Belinda is new to town. And of course, I know a lot of people relate to being the new kid in town. And so we see Belinda navigate new relationships while still trying to patch up or try to maybe bring a close to old relationships. And also things with her personal life starting to unravel and her having to have the gang help her figure out what is going on.
Right. Well, and you were talking about the supernatural, of course, being a part of this season too. But the biggest part is, are we going to see supernatural, or is it going to be a lot of mystery of the supernatural kind of stuff too? I mean, there's a difference between lines we cross along the way, right?
How do I not give away anything? Man, this one takes you for a ride. There's definitely, like, you're gonna see some supernatural stuff. I mean, I guess what's the line? What do you call supernatural? And there's something fun happening in this where a lot of what happens in Frank's mind that he's trying to make sense of.
Right.
We don't know what's real and what isn't, and neither does Frank. And he relies a lot on the practicality of, some Joe and the rest of the gang that what he's seeing and what he's so sure of and is, adamant on. Adamant. Yeah, so he leans on these guys a lot to make sense of what the supernatural that's happening to him.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like episode 10 is wild.
Like, we got scared. We got scared of him at a certain point. Because he's going through so much of that stuff, and it's such like a mental game. So the friend group is like, what is going on with our friend? Like, we're not seeing eye to eye with him in so many ways, and so that plays really interesting, especially in the relationship piece as well.
Right.
For Callie being like, what do I do about my boyfriend?
Right.
I feel like we're building a narrative about me. Not part of the group, on his own.
Not part of the group. Hard.
This guy's trying to tell you guys, man. He's trying to tell you guys some things.
No, really picking up the pieces
This
here.
relationship's a lot of work.
Welcome to therapy.
That's season 3.
And then we have a corporation come to town too,
do.
right?
Stratemeyer Global.
Yeah, and so this is going to be part of a new little question mark out there too for us this season, right?
Yeah, definitely. They kind of come to town and make things just that much more complicated. And so, that's a little extra layer of mystery that we now have to deal with. But it really kind of elevates it to a new level.
Yeah, I will say something fun that happens in this season is everything introduced is directly related to everybody.
Right.
So it really feels like a group story. Like everybody has to deal with. They have no choice. I think you said this earlier. It's like when something directly affects you, you can't bail on it. You gotta do it,
Exactly, because like first season was for everyone else was like, okay, we're gonna help the Hardy Boys, but if we don't help them, our lives are still intact.
Right.
Versus now this year, like, oh no, I need to help you figure out this code, because otherwise if it doesn't.
The stakes are a lot higher.
Right.
Yeah, so the stakes are high for everybody this season, which is really fun that everyone this year gets a oh no!
I'm going to say that's good luck. I'm just going to make good luck when that happens. It's like one of those things like it happens, it's a break a leg of crayon.
There you go, break a leg of crayon.
Yeah.
He says that, and then you'll get the bill.
I don't know what one crayon costs. I don't think I have it in my mindset too.
Depends who's used.
Who's using it, and you're still using it, so that shows a lot about yourself too. That shows who you are. Yeah. So one of the things that
I would just throw it out. Oh dear.
So going.
For those of us who were in the last season too, I always love asking, what was the one thing you remember about the first season that you still smile about? Like you think, oh my God, this was so weird, this was so crazy. Even if it was just something like this was a weird, like I still smell that, I still feel that thing. Like what is the thing that you still remember from the first season?
I think just showing up for the first time, meeting everyone,
was
like showing up to the table read, meeting everybody for the first time. It was wild, Like wow, I'm really part of this. This is so cool. That was awesome. I think
the really fun moment was like at the table read, but me and Alex were the only ones
who actually knew each other.
that did a chem test.
Yeah.
And that made it through a chem
beforehand.
test. So we did chem test together, and so like to see each other, we're like, good to see you there. Good to see you. You did a good job.
You guys walked into each other and were like, you did it!
Yeah, we pretty much did. We're like,
No,
welcome.
but to be fair, I'm usually like not so good at being on time,
Right.
but I was the first person in this room waiting for everybody. So I got there before everyone. I saw that interaction happen. You guys didn't know who the heck I was.
You got there on time?
Yes, you did.
Like, wait.
She got there.
I'd like to point out nobody was there to prove that this happened. She got there before. She was just in the washroom.
I made those cookies that were already here, just so you know. I made those.
I built the building too.
The first table read we did, there was It was in like an arcade or something.
Yeah.
There's bumper cars beside us, so we were doing our first table raid, and it was just people screaming. It was so much fun.
Oh, yeah. This was
That's how they know you can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
You need to be able to deliver the line while things are like.
Just the director at the end of the table, louder.
If it was an action movie, they'd be shooting the gun up the side while you're reading your lines too.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's pretty. It was a good idea.
Glad you guys had fun. I'm kidding.
We called you.
No, he
Yeah.
wasn't
They
casting yet.
texted. They texted. No, I got a
Season 2 has
text.
a lot more guilt, it seems. Like.
Yeah. We don't get along at all.
This is all a fake thing.
Wow, is this like an actual like therapy thing? Just get people to color and they
Yo, this,
they
I'm
just
actually
spill their
really,
guts?
I'm like really enjoying myself right now.
It's working. It's working right now.
You're a mastermind.
I'm really enjoying myself right now.
The mind
Yeah.
of the regular actor and the criminal, whatever.
Whatever you call it.
Same thing.
Right. So what's it like to come to an event like this, after COVID, when you don't get to see all the fans in a crowd who love this kind of stuff, who are, out there, who are, the people who make comments, but now you get to see them. What's it like coming to an event like this?
Oh, man.
So
Pretty cool.
It's an honor.
amazing.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to do this last time, and now it feels like
It feels real.
it's extra special.
It feels real though too, right? Because like for so many of us, we just watched it from home because there wasn't much of an event
Right.
that we could put together
Right.
for during the pandemic. So this feels like a long overdue reunion and celebration, essentially. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
This is like the actual housewarming party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you guys, I want you to actually see it now. You're a part of it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It did
Yeah.
feel weird
Yeah.
to make 2 seasons of television and not do like any in-person press because it just felt like you were making films with your friends. Like you just finish it and you send it out and you're like, okay.
I think
Somebody's
that's
watching
why.
it.
I think that's why it was so funny. Like because we would all talk before we got here. We're like, okay, I wonder if anyone's gonna show
Yeah,
up
are people-
because we don't know who. Like, is people gonna show up for our section because we don't know who's seen our show.
Is it
'cause-
just thousands of my family who are watching?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Like, wow, good job, Grandma. Like,
We brought every cousin we
Every
had.
cousin, family member, everyone in my school. That's what people watch it. Yeah. No, I'm pretty positive you're going to get a chance to enjoy it and have fun with all of them too. So now we are in the mecca of nerddom as well. So what's the thing if you could go out there right now and buy something for your shelf, for your desk, some nerdy
Funko
thing?
Pops.
I wanna buy
What's
Funko Pops.
About Funko Pops. What is your specific one? Like, is it a Deadpool? Is it like?
Well, I don't have any. I would take any one.
None-
at
and
this
it's-
I
point,
just
yeah.
bought
I want Alex
the
as
Ice
a
Cube.
You want me as
and
a
the
Funko
Impala
Pop?
one.
What?
Yeah, I just bought the Ice Cube and the Impala one, so I want to match that with something.
So you get the sets
Yeah.
and you get everything down. Okay.
Yeah, I want to.
Are you the guy who wants to wait in line to get the one that's like, oh, there's like 3 of only 3 made? ever?
Depending how much I love it. That's the real answer.
Have you
I don't
ever
know.
loved anything that much?
Like
Mom? Mama?
No, not Funko Pops.
Just want to see if you can cry on camera.
Yeah, no,
now,
stop.
just start.
Acting
Just start.
challenge. Go.
Yeah.
She like slipped it in like we wouldn't notice. And so have you ever loved something?
and how do you feel about that?
just
Very therapeutic.
Very therapeutic. How about the rest of you? Is there any other fun stuff that you want to buy out there? I know some people are into, I don't know, there's Funko Pops, there's comic books, there's specific like T-shirts and stickers, or there's pin people. Like there's all these
I'm
different
a big
things.
sticker guy.
Yeah.
Pins.
You are a sticker guy. I like to buy art stuff. If there's any small canvas prints, I'll probably buy something. I don't know if that's available.
Would you
Would you say that's your skin tone?
Oh, hair?
Your hair?
No, I think
skin tone hair?
no, a little darker.
Darker hair? Darker
I know. I went with the lighter
hair.
color. It's not
I
right.
didn't
Yeah,
know your guys' hair colors.
I'm just doing clothes.
everyone to-
doing the same thing. I'm doing clothes.
This is
Really
yours.
enjoying my shirt right now.
Is there anything you would buy? Is there any special nerddom out there that you would buy?
Honestly, growing up, I was a huge fan of Archie comics, and I was very invested in the love triangle. And so I think I would collect the Archie comics. I think I would.
I think I would. If there's like, do they make a Funko Pop for?
What is Fungal Pop?
It's a big head.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
Fungal.
Is there a Tupac one?
Yes, that's the one I'm trying to get. Tupac, Snoop Dogg. Actually, they didn't make a Snoop Dogg one yet.
Oh, for your car.
If there's a Tupac one, I would love to get.
It's
There
for
is a
your car?
Tupac one. No, it's just it's in the box.
It's just
And
a
you-
bobblehead.
Or
Oh, it's
if
a
they have like
bobblehead. Why isn't it called
customized
bobblehead?
shoes, because I love
You're
sneakers.
sneakerhead?
Because rebranding.
You know, because if they have like custom painted shoes, like
That'd be
comic book
so
shoes, I would so
That's
buy
actually
those.
I would
really
get those,
cool.
yeah.
I'd buy those for sure.
Well,
I would like to change my answer. Do you know that some the cutest gifts ever? People get for their partners usually their partners cartoonized into their favorite purchase. I think I'd want a version of myself in every cartoon from like the Nickelodeon.
there's a thing
or
called
whatever.
Artist Alley,
Cute.
and you'll have everyone there who, if you want to look like anime, if you want to look like this,
Yo, I want,
they'll do whatever.
I want someone to make like a Pixar of me.
It's all
Have you seen those?
in there, so definitely you get a chance
I want
to
to
check it out. Unfortunately, I'm getting the wrap here. We have to wrap this up.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So I'm going to need y'all to show your
Dang it.
pictures and explain what you got real quick as we wrap this
Hold
up.
on, everyone keep going.
We're going to start over here because this is definitely a theme here.
All right. So
What? No!
Simpson?
I have the Simpsons.
You did all that in how many minutes were we here?
We have Marge, we have Lisa. Oh no, this is Bart. This is Bart. Bart is Lisa, I can't remember. We have Marge's sister. I don't know if you guys know who this is, the two twins.
I would like to pass.
With the purple
The
twins.
twins.
I really like that you
You
put
made
us
me one of the
as
twins?
Yeah, you guys are the
us too.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yep.
Wow, that's clever. Mine, I just went for shading and for
Oh my
possibilities.
goodness, this is
I went
Even the
for-
light. Look at the light.
light,
The light.
streaks,
She's doing this streak shoot.
I'm gonna finish this.
Damn.
Well, I mean,
frame that.
Sorry. Yeah, that's good. That's great.
like, you went to get close to the correct skin tone. hair tone.
I did clothes and then I really got into doing my plaid shirt.
You got the colors down.
I got really into doing my plaid shirt, so I just did that. And now I feel inadequate to everybody else. This is useless.
He's all about
This man was talking to the top of everybody's heads, and I was giving him so much eye contact. Yo, for real.
I did everyone's hair.
Oh my
Okay,
god, look at
But
this.
you got the plaid shirt. See?
I like
I
clothing.
started coloring my hair pink for some reason
Because I didn't
he
think
thought
it was
my
his-
shirt.
I thought it was his
So I got that idea from him. So I started coloring everyone's hair the same
The
as
color
the
of their
shirts.
shirt.
I only got clothes and hair, so
That's good.
yeah.
You guys so good.
Yeah, I think
Coloring is
This is what
amazing.
artistic success. You guys are in the wrong profession.
I got the Hardy Boys logo.
I'm still here just trying to finish mine.
Well, next table read crayons for everyone.
Yes.
I want to thank you all so much for coming and talking with us. I know the fans are so excited to see more. More importantly, I know you're so excited to spend time with them as well. You know, seeing them up close and personal and having the ability to actually see they're out there is a huge part. And more importantly, it's good for your soul to kind of make that connection to them in the real world too. So I thank you very much. We can just all sign your stuff. We're going to make that part of the end too. And then we'll
sign it.
see you
I'm
for
gonna
next
sign it
season
and-
too, for sure.
Pink, yes sir.
Are you copying me?